Oh yeah, it got big. Stupid.
There we go. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're replacing tonight's team call with this training. My name is Jorge Badim. For anybody who doesn't know, you hear our voices. Maybe you haven't seen my face yet. I am a 3-star diamond coach, founder of Team New You, and I have here with me Vivi and Shelley with Team Benefit and Team Brazil. And I'll let them introduce themselves.
All right. Good night, everybody. My name is Viviane Morais. For those of you who don't know me yet, I'm a 3-star diamond. I'm doing this for 1.5 years exactly right now. Hey, it's my anniversary. Anyway, so I started George and his wife, they were my coaches, and like many of you in the beginning, I felt really scared and didn't know if I was able to do this, what that was about. But that's why we're here in this training, to try to make things a little easier on you, make you understand things a little better. And just gonna let Shelley introduce herself, and then we can start.
I was muted, sorry guys. Okay, good evening team. So I'm Shelley Gerodias and I am currently a 2-star Diamond Premier coach from sunny Arizona. Team Benefit is our team, and amongst that team we have many other little teams that have spawned off. So we're excited to be here tonight. We're excited to host a Zoom recording, which is kind of cool, kind of different, and we're gonna hit some hot topics tonight that are gonna help you guys, I hope, because we wish we had these type of cool little tools to help us when we first got started. I've been coaching just about same as Vivi, about 1.5 years. I believe it was June of 2013 when I signed on to become a discount coach because I wanted to save me some money, but I never knew I'd be a full-fledged, full-time Beachbody coach. So I'm happy to be here, and we're happy to share some of the things that work for us, and hopefully you can take them, make them your own, and they're gonna work for you too. Starting off our little call tonight, we're going to have Viviane go over Facebook. What is Facebook to us? Is it just a place to talk about friends, family, and show pictures of our kids, or is it a very valuable marketing tool? How can we use it, the do's and don'ts? Because there's some big don'ts out there that we see a lot of coaches doing. So you never want to look at those coaches and emulate what they're doing because, it's scary, some of them. So Viviane's gonna take you through a little bit of what works for her. Go ahead, Vivi.
All right, guys. So let's talk about a little bit about Facebook, right? So when we start this business, thank God for social media, right? Because we can reach out to so many people. And it's important to share your story on Facebook or on other social media you might use. You might be more comfortable with Instagram, Pinterest, whatever you feel comfortable with. In the beginning, I felt comfortable with nothing. I had very little friends on Facebook. I only used Facebook for my kids. I never had a picture of myself on Facebook. I was always behind the kids. So as I learned, Facebook, it's a great way to share what you're doing. But share what we're doing as Beachbody business, as Beachbody coaches. It's not about selling anything. And first of all, think about yourself. When you see somebody selling something, how do you feel about that? Do you even look at this thing? Most of times we just look at it, oh my God, there she comes again, right? So my first tip and the first big don't on Facebook, and don't try to sell anything. The worst post you can make is a post like $140 for this challenge pack. No, don't do that, because that's exactly what you don't want to do. People don't want to buy a product. People want to buy your results. They want to buy what happened to you. They want to buy what you're doing. So the best way to start is share your story, share what's happening to you. You might say, instead of saying like, oh, $100 for 21-day fix pack, come on guys, less days. You can say, oh my God, I can't believe I got this amazing workout program for $10 with my shake. make a comment, make it like very personal, make it look like you, something you're doing and you're enjoying doing. So first of all, we always very scared that people are going to think we're posting too much. Oh my God, all day long she posts. Let me tell you something. If you have 100 friends, the posts you make will be seen only by 6 to 16% of your friends. So you make a post right now, 6 to 16 people will see if you have 100 friends, right? So this is nothing. So you have to be consistent with your posts. And you have to post several times in the day. You need to make a presence on Facebook with your life, with your story, with whatever you're doing. And you cannot be posting about the same thing. No. Post a little bit about you, a little bit about your food, your errands, things you're doing. And one of the posts you post about your business, about what you're doing. I'm so happy with this. Share what's going on with you. You know, and other thing on Facebook is if you're not scrolling Facebook, if you're not clicking on stuff on Facebook, if you're not participating on other posts, if you're not commenting, those people are not seeing your news feed. I'm sorry. That you need to be participate. You need to take it. Take 5 minutes, scroll down, click, comment on somebody, comment on people that like your stuff, comment on something that they have posted as well. Engage on something on Facebook, because Facebook only shows you your interests. So if you don't connect, if you don't engage on anything, people are not gonna see you on their newsfeed. So you need to be constantly, so think about it right now. You have like maybe, I don't know, 200 friends, but some people you see nothing from them. It's because you never comment on anything on them, you never click on anything. So if you don't do that, nobody's going to click on your stuff. And the less people click on your stuff, the less views you get. So what you post, so people get to see what you show, you need to post value to people. You need to post stuff that inform them somehow, that give them some tool, that like a nice recipe, whatever you bought for a good price somewhere. You need to inform people with free stuff. I have some posts. I don't know if some of you are my friends, some are not. But my Facebook is public, and I would highly recommend that yours is too. Right? You can choose, like if you're posting your family, you don't want to post that in public. So you choose who you want to post that to your friends. But those posts that about you, about your health, about your workout, they need to be public. You need to reach as many people as possible. Don't be afraid. I don't want to post this thing public. Anyone can find me. Anyone. Listen, let's be real here. If you're afraid of social media, don't be in it. Because if you are in it, anyone can find you, no matter if it's public, it's private, or whatever. This is like people who shred their address in those shredding machine. Anyone can Google your name. So if you are on social media and if you are working your business, and that's how the best way to work your business, make it public. All right. So, and add value. If you post a picture of your family, your dog, and blah, blah, it's good, it's cool, it's your, but nobody's going to click on that thing. If you show a nice information, something good, some nice recipe, something that brings value to someone, they're going to click on it. And the more people click on your posts, the more view you get from other people, the more your post is going to be on your newsfeed. Let's suppose Shelley posts something, and I know she's posting something. I go and I comment on her stuff. That's going to bring her post up to the feed again. And that's what you should do with your team. You're working together. You're a team. Shelley has his team. I have my team Brazil. When my girls post something, I make sure that I go comment and I go like it. And later on, I make another comment. The more you comment under somebody comment on your post, brings it back to the feed. So, work as a team. When somebody posts it, tag people on your post, tag your team on your post. That's going to bring more views to your post, more views to whatever you're doing, whatever you're sharing. So it's good to expose other people on your post. Like you have a nice transformation. We always post a transformation Tuesday. Post yours, tag your team in it. It's gonna bring volume to all of you, so everybody can comment, and your post is gonna be there much longer than you'd if you are all on your own. Right? So don't be always posting the same things. Other thing, when you post something, try to make something that engages people in a conversation. Like, oh my God, I don't know what to do for dinner tonight. And help, guys, I only have chicken in the house. Anything that, that I can make with chicken. So people love to give you ideas. They love to be heard. So ask questions in the way that, people are seeing you. Oh, she's asking my opinion. I want, whoever you are, even somebody that, friends with your friends, they're going to give you some tips. Create engagement on your Facebook, because then your other stuff is going to show up for these people participating in whatever questions you want. The other day I asked, for example, oh my God, I just bought new linens for my bed. Do you guys wash them before putting them on or not? Because I don't. So it was like, I don't know, 50 comments on that chat. So, I'm there all the time. So don't be afraid to post, and don't be afraid to post often. You need consistency if it's on IG, if it's on Facebook. What's great on Facebook lately is videos. I know for whoever is starting, it's very hard to make a video. I like making videos now, but I didn't like them before. But videos, Facebook loves videos. And videos need to be short. They need to be under 2 minutes. Under 20 seconds are the best ones, all right? So don't go around whatever you want to share. Just go straight to the point, because people is not going to be like waiting for you to rumble around something. Just go straight to the point and upload your videos straight to Facebook instead of uploading them to YouTube and then to Facebook. Facebook likes more if you put the video straight to it. You're going to get, and the cool thing with videos, you're going to see how many views that has. People not always like the video, but they click on the video to watch. And you can see underneath your video how many views. One of our teammates, Maura, she just posted a video last week doing a move of Max 30. She had over 1,500 views last time I saw. So that video was on the feed like for a long time, all right? Because everything you post on Facebook is short. The life is short. It's going to be there 1-2 days. Then it disappears on the feed, right? I think I'm talking too much. But the other thing I want to really tell you guys, be yourself. Talk about stuff you know. Try to relate to that people that you would engage in a conversation. For example, who I am. I'm a divorced mother of 2. I'm a cleaning lady. I'm a mother. I'm a runner. I hate makeup. I know nothing about hair and do stuff. So if I start a post talking about the makeup and style, because that's not me. So don't do it. Do stuff that you're comfortable about, that you can talk and share, Be yourself. Don't try to copy whatever, If somebody's making that amazing, like Shelley, she does a beautiful collage. I could never do those. I'm always jealous of hers. But if I do something like that, that's not me. So be yourself. Try to do your best, but based on you. People are going to relate to you based on whatever you are really. Don't try to fake anything. Don't try to be whatever you're not. Other very last thing I'm going to share about Facebook here, it's the like page. Facebook's supposed to be changing very soon, and you're not supposed to be, they don't want your business to be announced on their newsfeed. So as I heard, they will change, and you cannot no longer announce your business on Facebook. So a like page is good for this. It's hard to begin with the like page. It's hard to get people to like your like page, but it's also very, very nice. And in a few I don't know, months, might be really needed to have a like page where you can share more about your business. But we don't really need it, because I totally urge you not to post anything selling stuff. Don't do it. Think about yourself. You don't like to see that. What attracted you to join BeachBody? Probably was seeing nice people, this fit fan, working out with the kids and whatever. I don't think you joined BeachBody because you saw like, oh, $10 for this or $140 for that challenge pack. So think about this. So the like page is important to have for the future. I would recommend everybody. And if you go to YouTube and how to do your like page, there's hundreds of YouTube videos that teach you that. But it might be necessary too. But you begin with whatever you have right now. Who you are, share, click with your friends, find new friends, add people every day to your Facebook. How do I find friends? Go to your friends, go to your friends list, add them. Because you are friend with their friend, they'll probably add you back because you know someone that they know. Start like this and add at least 3 people every day to your network, because you guys are beginning. Some of you are not anymore. My warm market is long gone. If I don't add people to my network, I'll be dead soon. So don't let that happen to you when you're starting. Start adding people to your network, daily. Don't do more than 3, 5 a day. Facebook is going to put you in jail, and you cannot add this many people at once. All right? I'm sorry, guys. Talk too much. Now I'm going to send it over to Shelley. She's going to share with us about inviting and challenge groups. Take away, Shelley.
I'm unmuted. Okay. As life continues and we grow at-home businesses, we have unforeseen circumstances. Exhibit A. So, if you all don't mind, we have a little, what are they called? Party crasher. And she's going to crash our party today and help me talk about inviting. So, Viviane had some awesome points on Facebook. And along with all of the points that Viviane made, you are forming these relationships so that hopefully you're going to get to a point with somebody that you could invite them. And inviting happens to be one of the 3 vital behaviors. And if you don't know what the 3 vital behaviors are, it is invite, invite, invite. Be a product of the product, and personal development. Hold on a second, I'm getting a message on my screen. George, did you see that message?
Yes, I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Okay. Anywho, I got sidetracked. So in Facebook with inviting, typically when you get past your warm market, you're going to be inviting people that you do not know. In your warm market, a lot of times people are going to come to you. They're going to come directly to you and ask you, what is this challenge group thing you're doing? What is this fitness team you're a part of? I want to be a part of this. And once you get past that point, it's going to come a time where you're going to be okay with inviting, and you're going to use Facebook as a tool to invite. You're also going to need to be okay with hearing no. Because in our business, no's are common. That's just what happens. Once we get past the no, we're going to realize that no's don't just mean no, they mean not right now. Hold one moment, please, while George fixes this little snafu. Thank you. Sorry. I'm going to keep going, George. Are you good? Okay. So once we get past the point of the warm market and we get into the fact that we need to invite, and we have to be okay with the fact that there's going to be times where you're going to feel uncomfortable, and that's okay, and that's perfectly normal. Tons of new coaches, their number one question is, how do you invite? How do you bring up this topic? a lot of times new coaches don't feel comfortable even explaining how it works, how a challenge pack works. What's the difference between a coach and a, What's the difference between a coach and a customer? How does that impact them in the future going forward? So this is something that I've always been very strong at. I'm okay with inviting. I'm okay with hearing no, and that's because I'm following the 3 vital behaviors. For me, Facebook is my #1 market to invite in. And after I go through the forming process, like Vivian talked about, engaging, giving stuff of content, showing them lifestyle, because let's face it, this isn't all about health and fitness, it's about lifestyle. People are wanting to buy into your lifestyle, what you're projecting, what your life is like. So for me, share everything publicly. My children, my food, my relationship, my activities, because that really just encompasses everything that BeachBody has brought to my life. Because prior to BeachBody, all those things weren't there. They were much different back then. So going through the inviting process is very simple. What I do with my inviting process is I don't ever think of a picture collage or a quote or a picture of myself working out and the caption saying, hey, I'm getting my abs on. Does anyone want to join me? March 5th, we're starting a new challenge group. That's not really an invite. To me, that's an advertisement. And a lot of coaches can't decipher between the two. They talk about, I did an invite today on Instagram. That's a general advertisement for your business, in my book. In your world, you should start like this. Go through your Facebook friends, and not only just Facebook, branch out, neighbors, classmates, teachers, people from your church, people from any community group you're a part of, kids' activities that you take your children to, any type of thing like that. Even maybe if you do different classes, yoga classes, people that you've made a connection with there. It doesn't always have to be Facebook, but I'm very big on having 3 different lists. So on these lists, you're going to have a form list, and those are people that you're just kind of, hey, mentioning what you're up to. This is what's working for me. Or you're commenting on their lifestyle, asking them questions. Oh, that's a great outfit your kid has on. What do where'd you get that at? That's forming. You're forming, you're learning about them. They're learning about you. You're engaging with each other. And that would be your form list. Eventually, those people that are on that list #1, that form list, they're going to roll into the actual invite list. And that invite list means you are ready to invite these people for either A, the reason that you've already formed with them, you have a rapport, you're not coming out of the dark, out of the blue and going, hey girl, I'm doing this group, you should totally join me. That's a little bit like, back off. Like we don't even know each other like that. Make a relationship first, and then you could go for the invite. And this is gonna happen. Trust and believe when I tell you, your warm market will come to an end, and you will want to have tools ready to go. Sorry, I got a message. You will want to have tools ready to go, like these lists, that are going to help you stay organized and help you be task-oriented when it comes to where should your focus be every day. Focus on the people on the form list, invite the people on the invite list, and that's list 1 and list 2, obviously, and the third list is going to be your follow-up list. Can't stress this enough. It is not enough to throw out an invite to somebody and not check back with them. Because if it's not important to you, it's not important to them. And let's face it, people open up their messages, I included, all the time, and look at it, and I mean to respond immediately, and I don't. And then I find it like 5 days later, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I never responded to that person's message. Hold on, we got a wiggler. She found the lip gloss. Sorry. So that's why you need to follow up with people, because a lot of times they're going to open up the message, they're going to be at work, they're going to be doing this right here with these kids in your hand, and you just don't have time to respond and ask a question and come back. So that is step 1 of inviting. Having a direction, having a list, knowing who your target market is, and getting out there and contacting them, be it form, be it invite, or be it follow-up. Now, how do you invite? How are you going to invite these people? What are you going to say? What are you going to use? Do you have a script, quote unquote script as we call it? If you have a script, do you change it up every time? Is it salesy? Because we all know facts tell, stories sell. Like Vivian said, $140 for this, $205 for T25, this. don't do that, because that's a fact. The fact of the matter is anybody could watch an infomercial and get that information. Anybody could go on YouTube and get that information. Anybody could visit beachbody.com and buy that program without a coach, without a challenge pack, and have that same information. That is not engaging, and that's not your story. So when you do invite, if you do in fact use a script, it should be your story. How has this changed you? How has this impacted you? What have you lost? What are your goals? How do you feel? How has it made you better? What's changed in your life? That should be part of your invite process, because that is intriguing to people and it gets them fired up. So my invite process is always through Facebook Messenger, and that's probably the way you're going to invite too. Sometimes I'll engage publicly on a post with people, but for the most part I tell them, hey, I'll private message you the details. And once you get past your warm market, and if you've been consistent on Facebook, as Viviane has told you, people are still going to come to you. So it's not always going to have to be you inviting. You're going to get messages and say, hey girl, I seen this. What are you doing? I want to do that. So that's the key to consistency. But until you get to that point, and when you're in that limbo, if you will, and it's typically, would you guys agree that it's like from emerald, a couple months into emerald, to where you branch into that diamond status? And then for some reason, I know us as coaches, and I thought the same thing, like we're going to hit diamond and, you know, the sky is going to open up and drop money from it. That's not the case. Like challengers are just going to come flying out of the woodworks because I'm a diamond coach now. No, you have to work your ass off still. And truth be told, like I said on that Premier Elite call that we did, people out there don't know what diamond means. 2-star diamond, Success Club All-Star, 15-star diamond, leadership award winner, yada, yada. They don't know what that means. We do, and those are huge, notches in our belt, if you will, that we work for. And it is indicative of somebody who is very consistent in their business and growing their business and helping people achieve greatness, right? But to the general public, they don't know. So you don't need to throw any of that. I would never invite somebody and say, well, I'm a 15-star diamond and I'm phenomenal. No, not right now. What I do is I particularly use voice note. If you guys don't know, within Messenger, there is a voice note. And I know if you guys are on my team, you know, because we do that all day, every day. But there is a voice note option. So get comfortable with your voice. And if you have to voice note me, your sister, your coach, your brother, whoever you have to voice note with, practice. You hold the button down and you speak. When you let your finger off the button, it releases. It sends the actual message. So if you want to practice doing that, and you get 60 seconds, you know, so get down what you want to say to open up the conversation, the invite process in that first 60 seconds, 120 seconds max. I mean, so you could say, hey, I'm glad you reached out to me. Yeah, the challenge group we do is amazing. It's really the bread and butter of what we do. And sure, it's based on BeachBody products. And sure, we use Shakeology, which is, hey, the holy grail of meal replacements. But what is really phenomenal is our challenge group, our team, that constant support, motivation, camaraderie, that sisterhood, that brotherhood. And I tell people, you typically go into the idea of losing weight or the idea of having a transformation or going into the new year, the idea of hitting the gym every day with a high motivation level. But reality is life gets in the way, and life halts that. You know, it's an obstacle. And sometimes it becomes so much of an obstacle that it becomes an excuse. So I tell people that within a challenge group, what you're going to have is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week virtual trainer and a team that's going to motivate you so that it does not halt you. So that's how this model works, and that's why it works for us. So I tell people a little bit about the challenge group, and then I go into a script. And this script has evolved over the last 18 months, and we would be glad to share it with you. And you could take it, tweak it, and make it your own. You could look at it and see if it sounds, the biggest thing, like how Viviane said, is be you. My script is me. It sounds like me. It's me saying, hell, I didn't work out in 7 years. I eat fast food. And then lo and behold, I met this crazy guy on Instagram that told me to buy a crazy shake. And hi, crazy guy. And I thought, wow, why is this guy trying to sell me this shake and get me to take pictures of myself and post them to the internet? And I took a leap of faith. And lo and behold, I lost 24.5 pounds, 14.5 inches, 9% body fat. And I felt more than all those things, those little statistics and numbers, I felt like Shelley again. I found myself. I could keep up with my 3 crazy kids. And, you know, so I tell them that within the invite process. And that is truly my invite process. Now, the biggest thing you have to know about an invite is too much is a little bit scary. So you don't want to have a script that's like, you know, 6 pages long or anything crazy. You want to have it short, sweet, to the point, that's engaging. The biggest thing you have to know about, like Viviane even said, not only posting on Facebook and engaging people with questions, but you need to do that in your invite process. Whenever you're sending them anything, always end with a question, no matter what, because you're keeping the conversation going. And you always want to strike while the iron's hot. If somebody says, hey, I want in on this, you need to have the information at your fingertips. Information meaning, do you have all the promo videos for each program saved to your notepad in your phone? Because when somebody asks me, what's this 21-day fix you're talking about? I could verbally tell them a little bit on voice note, or I could type it out and tell them via instant messenger. But what speaks volumes is Team Beachbody's done all the work for us. We have little short promo videos that are 2 minutes. You send them that, and there's music, and there's people, and there's results, and it shows them what it's about, and they go, holy crap, this is awesome. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm getting a note, and it's sidetracking me. Yes. Yeah, I could Dropbox it. Sorry. And it so these short promo videos are tools in your toolbox. And when somebody says they want to know about it, you got to have that stuff. So as a coach, you should have in your notepad for your invite process. And when I mean notepad, I mean on your smartphone, you should have all the promo videos saved, all the Shakeology videos saved. And there is a short video that tells you what committing a Beachbody challenge is all about. And when George showed me that video, I was like, holy crap, you know what happened to me? I watched that video, and the program that I had started and failed the week before was on there. And I'm like, oh, I just did this last week, and I failed 2 days into it. So I knew, obviously, I needed accountability. So that's kind of the invite process. Be yourself. Tell your story. Don't ever talk about price at all until those people have seen the material and know what you have to offer. If somebody messages you and says, hey, I seen that you and your sister are doing the 21-day fix. How much is that? Don't even tell them how much is that. No. We're not talking about how much is that. We don't need to talk. Oh, are you interested in that program? Because here's what we have, a challenge group. What it is, it's a constant sense of motivation. It's accountability. It's this, it's that. Tell them all those things. Get them excited. Send them the video about what it means to commit to a Beachbody challenge that has the Surgeon General warning talking at the beginning. George, you know the one? We could post that one. Send them, say, hey, along with our program, you could buy our meal replacement and get that program for $10. Like, that's what we do. That's the cornerstone of our meal plan. So then you've started a whole new conversation that they didn't even know existed. A lot of times, you know, if you don't do those things, they will have the conversation with you. You will tell them the price, and guess what they're going to do? Go on to beachbody.com and go order it by themselves. So make sure that you are offering something in your invite process that nobody else is offering, and that you're telling them your story. So that is inviting. We did the list. Okay, now it's time to set up challenge groups, because you've invited, 5 people this month, which I sure the hell hope it's more than that. But if you've invited 5 and 5 people said yes, you got a 100% success rate in recruiting. So there you go. You now have a team of 5 people. Before you start inviting somebody, know the date of your next challenge group. Don't go out blindly inviting somebody and not have a game plan. You need to know when your next challenge group starts. Challenge groups are very, very simple to run because Team Beachbody does all the work for us. They have all the tools. We ourselves as a network, as Team New You, as coaches, as Team Eagle, share all kinds of information with each other. We have Dropbox daily tips already set up that we could give you. Copy and paste from your phone, copy and paste from your computer, set it up in Hootsuite. Use one of those types of tools to help you run your challenge group. But here's what I'm going to tell you. When you run a challenge group, it needs to be personal, because remember, during the invite process, that person bought into your story. They want to have what you had. So you need to give yourself the same way you have been giving yourself on Facebook and in the invite process within the challenge group. They want you. They want your personality. They don't want some cut and dry cookie cutter stuff that Team Beachbody came up with. That stuff is just tools for us to run a Beachbody challenge group. When you set up your challenge group, you're going to set it up private. You are not going to allow anybody into your challenge group unless they have purchased the challenge pack, have the program, purchase Shakeology. I mean, you run your own business, so it's completely up to you who you want to allow into your challenge groups. And I'm talking real challenge groups, not free clean eating groups, not free fun challenges, because those are all good and well too. We could get into those, and those are a great way to get your feet wet, along with your coach maybe, assisting you in that until you're comfortable enough to run your own challenge group. But when I say challenge groups are not hard to run, Jorge Badim started his first challenge group with 4 people, 2 of him with him and his wife, and then a best friend from down the road and another person. And lo and behold, they even had to kick their best friend out of that damn challenge group for not participating. So run your challenge group to be a productive environment. What I tell people is when they come into my challenge group, there's expectations set forth by me for them, as well as they should expect things from me as their coach, or else I'm just another Joe Blow off the streets that I'm not providing anything. So don't ever be afraid to run a small challenge group. We have analyzed this so much over the last 18 months, me, George, and Vivi. What we've found is that everybody thinks their first challenge group is thebomb.com. It's the best group that ever existed. These people were phenomenal. For us, that's Team New You. It's always going to be the best group. For some of you, it's Misfit Challenge. For some of you, it's, Winter Warriors. For some of you, it's Team Brazil that's all in Portuguese. Everybody thinks that their first challenge group is amazing. You know why? Because you were provided an amazing experience. So nothing you do after that will ever live up to it, okay? But let me tell you something. Number one, it doesn't have to be big. I feel like my first challenge group was the best one. There was 27 people in there. I was the 27th, and it wasn't a very large group. It wasn't overwhelming, but something shifted as more people were added to that group. It became a bit impersonal. So I'm going to tell you, if you are a brand new coach and you only have 4 people, don't say, well, I can't do a challenge group because I only have 4 people. Hell no, you can do a challenge group, 4 people. You're probably going to have better results. You have to remember, we don't have to live in these challenge groups. There doesn't have to be 15 posts every single day. People go to work. People have children. If one person posts early in the morning and the other person posts late at night and checks in, if you get your tips posted every day, that's enough. We built these expectations of these groups that they have to be this ongoing crazy thing and have a photo challenge this day and an engagement challenge this day and a Fun Friday Flex challenge this day. Those are all great tools to speed up the momentum of the group, but don't feel like you're a failure of a coach if you only have 4 people and they post each once a day and you got 4 posts total for the day. That's cool. You're succeeding. What I found that we do a lot with the challenge groups is mentally we tell ourselves, oh man, the momentum's really down. Like this challenge group's a bust. And there's some months where you have, 6 people come on and only one of them make it. And it kind of feels like a bust to you. But you help that one person. That one person that succeeds in that group, that's your win. Like you won. The other 5, it's nothing you do as a coach. It's that they weren't ready. So running a challenge group is not hard. It doesn't have to be big. It could be fun. We have every tip and trick you will ever think of to keep people engaged. You could be a crazy Nazi coach like George is, or you could be, a little bit more lax, or you could, just know that you can do it. Don't be afraid of a challenge group. And a challenge group doesn't have to be your team name. Like you don't have to branch out today. If you're on team Uplift, or if you're on Team Ignite, or if you're on Team Brazil and you're a coach and you're like, wow, I really want to start my own challenge group. You don't have to come up with your whole world for that challenge group. Call it Thanksgiving Turkey Day weight loss group. You could just think of fun themes for your challenge group. Hold on, I dropped my notebook. So I said keep it small. Think of fun themes. It doesn't have to be like, how I came up with Team Benefit or he came up with Team New You. You could just do it a small group every month. Typically, if you're a big recruiter, meaning, you're above Success Club 10 every single month, and you're adding a lot of people to that group, and then if you're doing it with other coaches and they're strong recruiters, you might want to start a new group every month. Max, I think maybe put 2 to 3 months worth of people in there, depending on how many coaches you have adding people to the groups. It's okay to have multiple groups. It's actually better to keep it smaller, and all you have to do is copy and paste from one group to the other. it's a no-brainer. So it's super easy. I don't know if I'm missing anything else with challenge groups. If you guys are in there as a team, you could delegate tasks, set up a stat, so one person sets up Saturday, one person's responsible for doing a motivational post every day. You can do the fun photo things where it tells you, day 1 through day 30, a fun post to post every day, and that will keep the excitement and momentum going. First and foremost, it's not about being, having some fun, crafty thing. When it boils down to it, it's about people. It's about giving people what they need, helping them with their meal plans, helping them stay motivated to press play every day, making sure they're drinking their Shakeology and drinking their water and getting results. That's all it is. It doesn't have to be fancy, and you don't have to overthink it, and you can do it. I don't care if you've been a coach for one damn day. You could go out tomorrow and start a challenge group. But when you're inviting, make sure that you have a direction and you know when your next group is going to start. I think that's it, George. I can't think of anything else. I started rambling there, so I want to cut it short. Good.
I think you covered it all. And if you come up with anything, just let me know. We'll switch back and you can talk about it. I asked the question in the chat for Vivi about how many times a day to post on social media and how often. 3 to 5, she said, and pretty much what I do also. And it's every couple of hours, just space it out. Popular times, I think, are morning before lunch and then dinner and before bed. People are always, just think of when you like to be on your phone. And Shelley, if you come up with anything else, or Vivi, if you come up with any questions for challenge groups that Shelley can answer and inviting, post it in there and we'll remember. I'll jump into my topic.
Real quick, what you said about after lunch and that type of thing, it kind of struck a chord with me. You guys have to remember, like, Fridays are paydays for people, a lot of people. So Fridays are a great time to post. The other great times to post that I heard on a national wake-up call from an elite coach is dinner time on to 8 p.m. Before people are laying down, after they finish up their dinner and they're getting ready for the evening to just lay down and play on Facebook, they're ready to see your posts. So those are good times. I'm out. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, so thank you, Vivi. Thank you, Shelley. Amazing tips from both of you. And this is like a little introduction to these topics. I think one thing that maybe we can do in the future is we could each make a video elaborating a little bit more in depth onto each one of these, and then we can post those. Or maybe we could even do this like every couple of weeks, have like this little video series thing. I'll jump into my topic. I'm going to show you a different side of the business. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the beginner's view of volume and how to take this business and make money with it. And kind of the same thing applies on this side of the spectrum. So with your posting like Vivi talked about, and with your challenge groups and inviting like Shelley talked about, consistency is always the key. And the same thing for the business side. Consistency is always key. So you have to be willing to put in work now to make money later. This is where you're building financial freedom. Laziness does not work ever. I'm just going to be blunt. I'm going to be straightforward. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to keep it simple and sweet and to the point. You cannot be lazy. You have to put in work. But I will tell you this, being someone who has been doing this for just over 2 years now, I do the same amount of work now that I did when I started. And I get paid a hell of a lot more. So it's just a matter of doing the same things over and over and over and over again, consistency. And that's where you're going to build volume. And that's where you're going to build a team. And that's where you're going to get coaches, because you're going to get your coaches through your challenge groups. So Shelley was talking about the challenge groups and inviting. And that's like step one, right? So when you're in the business, you got to view your challenge group as like your human resources, right? This is where you're going to recruit your coaches. Some people are going to be fire starters from the beginning, and they're going to just want to coach, and they're going to have their reasons why, and they're going to be motivated and driven and have they're just going to want to go for it, right? But not everybody is. So you're going to groom them in your challenge group to become coaches, right? You're going to constantly use the file in the Coach Online office for converting customers to coaches, and plant little seeds in their heads and give them affirmations and make them feel good and more confident. And you're going to see right away the ones who like your posts immediately They're going to be your future coaches that are going to bring volume into your business because they're there. You know what I mean? You want those who show up to be there. You're going to point them out. You're going to learn. It's going to be a learning curve. So you'll see as you go along in this business what it is, who your great coaches are going to be, what the patterns are, how you can find them, and they're all going to come from your challenge groups. So you got to keep filling those challenge groups up, and then everything else comes after. So what happens when you become a coach? What's your first step? I'm going to put this out there right now for anybody who watches this in the future, because I'm going to show this video to all my future coaches. First step is, if you're in this to win it, if you're in this to build a business and to be here 2 years from now, making a six-figure income, then this is what you're going to do. You're going to sign up your spouse, you're going to sign up your husband or your wife, or your fiance or your boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you don't have any of the above, your mother or your father on your weak leg. And I'm going to share my screen with you for a little bit. You're going to ask your upline coach what your weak leg is, because it's going to change at all times. Okay, so let's go. Oh, there's the challenge group. I was just posting. I'm guilty. I was posting while we were on our thing. Okay. Okay, so I log into my coach online office. I'm logged in here as my father because he doesn't have any activity yet. If I log into mine, you will get really confused. So this is a new person. This is exactly what it would look like for a new person. Okay, so it's like almost zero everything here, okay? My father has met his 90 PV for the month. He actually loves his Shakeology. He actually yelled at me last week because it was like a couple days late. He's like, "Where's my Shakeology?" I'm like, "Calm down, dude. It's coming." But, okay, so you log in here. You're going to go to start here. You're going to go through these first three things here. Go through that just to get familiar with the website. And then if you go to My Business, My Downline, Graphical Genealogy, this is going to show you your organization. There's always going to be one side that has people there. This is considered your strong leg. These people have nothing to do with my father. They're actually my coaches. They could be anybody's coaches. This person here is actually this girl's coach. So that leg is shared. That leg will automatically grow by itself as long as there are people there building it. Now you see this empty space here? This is Antonio's future team. This is the leg that Antonio will build money on. This is where, if I was Antonio, let's just make believe I'm Antonio today, I would sign up my spouse right here. And you don't need to understand why right now. Just know that this is going to give you money in the future. It's going to produce for you an income, multiple paychecks, just from taking this one spot at the beginning of this organization, right? Because this is the top. Right now it's empty and it's the bottom. But eventually there's going to be hundreds of people down below here, and that's going to be the top. So if you're in this to win this, you're going to ask your coach, what is my weak leg, and where am I signing up my spouse right now, or my mother or my father, so that I can make sure that they have the very first position in my organization, okay? Now, if you're in this to win this, and you're the type of person that's had businesses in the past, and you also are in this for the long haul, and you want to go above and beyond, you're going to do the same thing and take the very first spot on your other side with another family member, or maybe reach out to a close friend who you've run businesses with in the past and say, hey, you know, I want you to join me on this business opportunity that I have going. You're going to have the first spot in my organization. I'm in this to win this. We're going to grow this team together. Boom, voila. But that's something that you want to make sure you talk to your coach. You might be confused right now, and that's why I keep stressing the fact that you want to talk to your coach or your upline diamond to find out where to put them, because you want to do that first. Before you sign up any customers, before you get any challengers into your challenge groups that you're going to sign up as coaches, discount coaches, etc. So call your coach or call your upline diamond coach. If you click on this here, Team Beachbody, it takes you back to your home screen of your Beachbody online office. And it says here, who is my upline sponsor? For Antonio, it would be me. Who's the upline diamond? It's also me. Who's the upline star diamond? It's also me for Antonio. Your screen is going to show something different. Reach out to whoever it is. That person is there. They are your upline leaders. They should be able to take a phone call or an email at any time without any worries. That's what they're there for, to support you. So use them. Take that opportunity and reach out to them. Okay, so let me share a few other tools with you. If I can just move this, it's blocking my screen. I want to show you the possibilities of earning money with Team Beachbody. So here's a couple of the ranks. I just want to open up your eyes to what's possible, okay? Right now I'm a 3-star diamond coach. I have enough coaches to be a 5-star diamond, but I'm not a 5-star diamond yet. And I like to tell everybody bank before rank. So don't worry about that, because look, as a 3-star diamond, I can earn up to $5,000 per week. Now, I've only seen about half of that, okay? So I still have a lot of growth opportunity as a 3-star diamond before I need to worry about rank advancing more and more and more. But look at where you're at right now. Ask yourself, what are your goals? Do I want to make $250 a week? I need to become an emerald and build an organization as an emerald. Do I want to make $1,000, $2,000 a week? I need to work on getting to diamond and then building a solid foundation as a diamond to earn $2,000 a week. That's one of the ways to earn money, is just team cycle bonuses, and we'll get into that in a minute. I'll give you the dumbed down, easy way to view it so that you don't get confused. Now, the rest of them, there's 4, 5, 6. Nope, there's only 4. There's actually more. Maybe this document got cut off. Well, at least right now, you know there's 4 ways to earn money with Team Beachbody. And I want you to take this compensation plan highlights, review it, look at it, familiarize yourself with it, because if you know how to build an income, then you'll work towards it. I think knowing is half the battle. And that's the one document that I wanted to show you. I'll post the link below. It's in your online office, but I'll post the link so that you can go straight to it. What else? Okay. I also want to show you this, okay? It's another cycle bonus chart. It shows you, again, look at this right here. A 5-star diamond coach can make $364,000 a year. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that can do for people? That's life-changing. Some people go to school for years and years and years to try to make this much money. I worked at an institution for 12 years to get myself to a point where I grew to a $52,000 a year income. Like, Team Beachbody gave me that in a year and like 2 months, right? And it doubled that in like a year and 6 months. So this is something that you build. If you have the excuse, I don't have time, that's nonsense, because I built this in my part-time while I had a full-time job. And there are many people on our team and all across the country on many other teams and across the entire network that are doing this part-time to build a full-time income in an hour or 2 hours a day. You know, why not you? There's police officers doing this. There's EMTs. There's doctors. There's lawyers that I know. I know lawyers and doctors that have left their practices and jobs to pursue Beachbody full-time. So why not you? This is something, work now and enjoy the benefits later. And this just shows you the possibilities. This is going to show you, I'll post this link also. This is for when you start to get to know it a little bit more. It tells you how many cycles you need to make X amount of money. How much volume do you need to make X amount of money? So my first business center makes about this right now, $104,000 a year. And I have 3 business centers in my possession. And this is how much volume it shows you right here. Strong leg, weak leg volume, how much volume you need to make that much money. So this is a good tool to help you know where you need to be, how much you need to work on a certain leg or both legs to get there, how many cycles you need to get to that income. And this isn't even including bonuses. There's plenty of bonuses. So I'm going to close this document out. I'll post a link to this document as well so that you can have, so that you can review it and get to know it and learn it. Because you don't know it yet, you need to learn it. And I'm going to put this one up for you. So this is the one I want you to start with. Weekly earning goal. Is your weekly earning goal to earn $250 a week? I think it should be. I think this is a good number for anyone who's looking for a little additional income in their household. That's an extra $1,000 a month to help your family, whether it be to pay the rent, to pay the mortgage, to pay the cars and the insurance, or to pay groceries, or maybe to put money aside to take your family on a vacation every year. So I punched this number in, 250, and it automatically populates the rest. It was already there because the number was already there. So you get $14 into a cycle as an Emerald Beachbody coach. So that's going to be your first step. Your first goal, write that down, is to become an Emerald Beachbody coach. And you need 17 cycles a week to make $250 a week in cycle bonuses. This does not include your commissions, which you get from selling your challenge packs and Shakeology Home Directs, etc. And how much volume do you need to make $250 a week? You need 1,700 on one leg, 3,400 on the other leg. Now let me explain. Weak leg, you're going to start off by building yourself, and then it's slowly going to grow to a point where your team is helping you build it. Your strong leg, there's already a team building that leg with you. So strong leg, weak leg. When you get to 3,400 and 1,700, you'll be making a consistent $250 a week in cycle bonuses as an Emerald Beachbody coach. Down below here in this pink section, it says total Shakeology Home Direct orders on each leg that you need to get $250 a week. So per week, you would need 19 Shakeology orders on your weak leg. Per week, you would need 38 Shakeology orders on your strong leg to make $250 a week. Now here is the kicker. They don't have to be Shakeology orders that you sell alone. It can take you a long time to get 19 customers on your weak leg and 38 customers on your strong leg. But as your team begins to develop and grow, if you have 2 other people working this business with you, that's now split, and that number is amongst all of you. Does that make sense? So it's 19 on the weak leg and 38 on the strong leg, but not just from you, from anybody in your downline. This is where the magic happens. This is when you really start to take advantage of all of this income. So that's why it's slow in the beginning, because you have to develop that foundation. You have to build that team. And like Shelley mentioned earlier, when you get to Diamond, that's when you have a foundation starting to form. And money's not just going to start falling out from the sky, but this is where it starts to multiply, right? When you start to share with other people in your downline how to grow a successful Beachbody business, is when yours is going to naturally start to grow. So it's not about you, get that out of your head right now, it's about them. I can tell you this from my own personal experience. I earned a 6-figure income in a year and a half, and I see Shelley and Vivi, this is going to be their year. They're going to have 6-figure incomes with Team Beachbody this year. They have that foundation set. They made an incredible amount of money last year, what some people in this country don't even make in a whole year with their 9-to-5 jobs. And this was their bonus job. You know what I mean? So you can do it too. It's a matter, Shelley and Vivi and I and people like us, we all worked very hard, and we were passionate about what we did, and it was fun. So it didn't seem like work. We were just having some fun, talking to people online and helping them and feeling good about ourselves and making them feel good about themselves. And voila, a business has been built. So if I wanted to make $1,000 a week, because shoot, I was the type of person where I was brand spanking new, and I wasn't settling for $250 a week. I was like, I need to know how to make $1,000 a week. I told my coach. Boom. So here's what I need: 71 cycles, right? And if you need to know what cycles are, there's a great video. Go on YouTube and look up Beachbody Cycle Bonuses Explained, and look for the one with Michael Neiman. He has toys, and he shows you how to cycle easy. So I'm going to give you an assignment to go look that up, because I can't show you everything. So it breaks down all the numbers to tell me what I need to make $1,000 a week. And I was like, okay, now I know where to go and how hard I need to work to get there. And I made it happen, and you can too. So this is a document that I want you to save to your computer. And I already have it saved, so I'm not going to save it again. And utilize it. Now I'm going to give you a website that I want you to go to, where you can get a lot of things, not just these documents that I just showed you now. And it's coachtools.org. This was a website developed for one of our upline teams by a Beachbody coach for Beachbody coaches. And it gives you all kinds of stuff, right? Templates for business cards and labels. Facebook application to make your own Facebook store. Coaching codes, coach article links. If you have a like page and you want links of things to post, recipes, workouts, look at this. You have hundreds of recipe links right here, and they all go to your Team Beachbody online office. So play around with this website, familiarize yourself with it. It's going to help you. It helped me with my business when I first started tremendously. I can't even begin to tell you. So I put in my coach ID 198537. I will delete the other fields. Click here to update page. Boom. Now every link on this page has my coach ID. If you see at the end here, 198537, 198537. So when I post it, I'm going to get the credit for it. Recipes, fitness tips, all kinds of stuff on here. Please utilize this. So let's go back to Coach Tools. And that was coaching codes. Now there's the business activity tracker. Print this, begin to use it, track your business. Those of you that are in the training, our coach training, you've seen this. Emerald cost analysis. This is a good little video for you to watch for people who are numbers savvy, because it's going to explain to you how investing into this and you plus 2, which I told you sign up your spouse or your parents, it's going to give you like a breakdown of why that makes sense. Rank calculator, that's a little more advanced. Don't worry about that right now. But if you're nosy and you want to dip into it just to get a heads up, go for it. Why not? A bunch of calls here if you want to listen to tips from leaders that are making $10, $15, $20,000 in this business, that have been doing it for a week, that have been doing this for a couple of years. Go listen to some of these calls. Don't forget to dial into ours every Thursday. Elite calculator for those of you who are diamonds or almost diamonds and want to learn how to become premier and elite. Go ahead and pull out this calculator. This is complicated, so I wouldn't waste too much time on it. If you need help, reach out to me when you're ready for that document. I can help you use it. Calculate your bonus. This is the one that we just looked at, so you can get that one right there. You don't have to go very far for it. What else? Coach Lookup. We don't need to worry. These aren't available yet, but this is a great website, coachtools.org. The most important one, I think, is the codes, because you can have codes here to everything. ACO links, new coaching video links, sharing cycle video links, Spanish product DVDs, Shakeology, events, just the programs, everything in your store, challenge packs, supplements, everything. You name it, it's there. And now just quickly go back to the online office. I want you to log into this every single day. And when you calculate the numbers based on whatever your goal is weekly, I want you to visualize it and see those here, okay? So every week when you log in, this resets Thursday mornings. So your goal is to get these left leg volumes and right leg volumes to where you want them to be. So today is a Thursday, and we just started a new pay week with Team Beachbody. You get paid on Thursdays, every single Thursday. And I'm going to show you, if I log into mine now, 2 years later, what that looks like. And this is possible. And you can be there too. And I'm giving you a little bit of vision here. So now let me sign into my organization. And when I first started, this seemed unreachable, impossible almost, you know? So, but I didn't view it that way, because if I would have viewed it that way, I never would have made it here. So just on the first day of the week, my left leg is already at 2,400 and my right leg is already at 745. So in cycles, I've already cycled 7 times today. So I'm going to do a quick calculation. That's 18 times 7. I've made $126 today just on cycles, not on sales or anything like that. And the day's not over. There's still a couple of hours left. So I want you to work on that volume. Learn to understand how the volume works, just in case if it'll help you, because he explains it much better than I can. I want to show you the video. Here it is. How to earn Team Cycle Bonus by Team Beachbody. I want you to watch this video. he's going to break it down for you. And it's 6.5 minutes that I'll save you right now. And save this video. And then there's another one to the right, how to earn commission and bonuses by Team Beachbody. Watch those two. And you're going to get those two by working on this volume. So just know that when you're placing coaches. Have a nice discussion with your coach. Try to understand what volume is and where to place spouses. Again, I'm going to show you downline. This is mine, right? So this first spot here, Maria Badim, that's my mother, right? But when I first started, that was my wife. So I put her there. And now that we went through the whole divorce process, I switched that over to my mother. And my mother is now at the top of a very large organization, right? There's Shelley right there under her. There's Vivi. And then everybody built their own other legs, okay? So you need to do the same. Have that discussion with your coach when you're ready. Be in it to win it. One thing that Shelley, Vivi, and I are going to tell you is be here in 1 year. Be consistent and hit your goals every month for 1 year. And I can promise you, you'll be happy with the results. And one thing that I want to open up your eyes to is all of the hard work that you're going to put in now. In 1 year, it's going to build slowly at first. But then when you reach a certain point, it's just going to boom and multiply much, much faster because it's not just you anymore. So learn to understand it's not just you. It's about building a team. And you're going to build a team by being there for other people. I'm going to stop my screen share now. And I don't know if Vivi or Shelley are here. Nope, I'm the last one left. All right, maybe there was a connection issue. So I'm just going to go ahead and end the meeting. And if Vivi or Shelley have anything that they want to add, if you have any questions for them, please reach out to them. Their tips were great. Remember, it always starts with a challenge group. Like Shelley was saying, challenge groups are everything in this business. People need that support. People want to feel good, and that's what we're there for, to help them feel better, to help them believe in themselves. Because one thing that I can tell you about Vivi, about Shelley, and about myself is that we love, and I mean love, and I say that with all of my conviction and with 100% certainty, we love to see people feel good about themselves. Maybe because that's something that we wanted, right? And when we got that, we wanted everybody to experience it. So help others feel good about themselves, and it's all going to come back around to you. So thank you guys. This is your team call for this week. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let us know. And have a good night. Happy Thursday. See you all guys in the groups. Peace out.